I'm going to talk to you about the difference between a behaviourist and a trainer. Maybe also include a little bit of what to do or what not to do if your horse stops at a jump or obstacle. So let's get started. I was watching a little bit of a live stream for an ex-eventer, very famous, and just a bit about where they were talking smacking the horse when they stop at a jump. So very important to smack the horse behind the saddle, apparently, to drive them forward. It would be ridiculous to smack them on the shoulder because that would drive them backwards. And that was kind of the advice. Now, I am not vilifying trainers or people at all. Everybody's on their own journey. And that was the advice that was given there. For those of you on a journey of trying to be more sympathetic, to be a better world for the horses, then you can see how far we've got to go, because 9,000 people on that call heard that, yeah, smacking your horse is the answer. And so one day that won't be the case. One day smacking your horse will be like, really? You used to do that? I promise you that evolution will catch up, training and behavior will accelerate, and we will just go, what are we doing? But for now, that's advice that's given. That went on a little bit to say, there was another trainer that they knew well and spoken to from Australia. They use a lot of negative reinforcement, pressure and release, and they'd learned that with some horses, smacking the horse at the jump to stop them from stopping, because it really said, stopping is uncomfortable. They didn't work. So what they did with some horses was to stop a couple of meters out and give the horse a smack to drive them forward. Yeah, okay. But I get, people are trying to experiment, they're trying to learn. That's what a trainer will do. Horse stops, give him a smack. I would suggest that's really dangerous. And a behaviourist is going to do this. They're going to say, why? Why did he stop? Was it that you haven't done enough training? Was it that he's in pain, discomfort, medical conditions? What's changed? Does he always stop? Does he stop sometimes? Does he stop on this type of jump? Was the sun in his eyes? Did you have anything going on in your head that you hesitated because you thought he's not going to make this, that you were worried that he stopped last time? Did you subconsciously telegraph to him that stopping was the thing that was required? Have you previously smacked him at a jump and therefore he's nervous about jumps? Is it possible even that he recognized you'd set him up wrong because you're learning too and maybe you didn't have enough experience? And what happened was he recognized he couldn't jump the jump, so he stopped, saved both your lives. There are a lot of reasons a horse isn't going to jump a jump, and it's important to consider them all. So a behaviorist is going to look for the possible cause first. Then what they're going to do is go, okay, what's your experience? What's the environment? What facilities do you have? And what can we do to help this horse? Pain, medical conditions, veterinary inspections. Can we then shape the behavior? Can we go back down our training plan, rebuild his confidence? Oh, that's right. We want to think about the horse's enjoyment, their pleasure, their confidence, willingness to do that, their autonomy, their ability to want to jump that jump with you, not just do it because they're fearing the smack from behind. And this isn't about being namby-pamby. It's not about being a pony patter, any of those things. It's about the respect they deserve. Now, give you a different example. Let's say that you have lost your confidence. And it happens. Never be ashamed if you've lost your confidence. Speak out, be proud about it. Say, look, I've lost my confidence. And get professional help, good help. But here's the challenge, just the same. Trainer, behaviorist. They come and talk to you, they look at you, they say, all right, you just need to be more confident. Yeah, no, really? Like, I didn't know that. Of course I know I need to be more confident. That's why you're here. But how do I get more confidence? Well, you've just got to be more confident. You've got to think it. You've got to, be bolder, get after him, show him who's boss, do stuff like that. That's like saying you've got to speak French, just get on with it. It doesn't work. Behavior is going to come along and go, oh, you've lost your confidence. What happened? Why? How? What are you fearing? What's worrying about it? What can we do to solve it? What problems? What pace do you want to go at? What do you specifically think about that might cause the problems? How can we rebuild your behavior safely? How can we do it so that you and the horse can enjoy that process and stick with it, have a long-term solution? Now, I'm not saying that smacking a horse for some people on the bum hasn't worked. Punishment does work. Get the timing right, it's big enough with the right motivation, and you might well find that your horse will jump that jump on that occasion. And if you're lucky, it's a bit like winning the lottery. They might never refuse a jump at all. But there are so many variables around your horse's character, your skill, why they didn't jump, how good you are at whacking your horse, all that sort of stuff, that quite often the behavior gets worse. Same with confidence. Well, just get on and go for a ride. And that might work occasionally, rarely. But you might also have a little incident, accident, feel more nervous when you're out, and then you'll never get on a horse again. A trainer will take that risk, a behaviorist won't. They will be saying to you, look, we've got to go slow, we've got to build this up, we've got to have a long-term solution. And you know the advantage of using a behaviorist is that when they give you a technique to work with, so they've explored why, they've built a program going forward, which they're prepared to adapt to you and your horse and your environment, you learn the skills to be able to solve your own behavior issues with your equines in future. Because you know, I've got to find the cause, and then I'll put together some of the behavioral application that I've learned in this situation, and you get long-term solutions that you can solve forever. So that's what I'm saying. Difference between a trainer and a behaviorist is a behaviorist is going to look for why, long-term solutions. A trainer is going to tell you how to get over that that's right in front of you at that moment. So if you like what I'm saying, if you like the thought of actually making the world a better place for horses, having better understanding, please like and subscribe and follow so that I can give you more tips, more advice, share more with you, and tell me what you want to know so that I can also provide that for you.